We're on the Green River and we're here to float Labyrinth Canyon. You guys ready?
Woo! Yeah!
Excited?
Of course!
We want to give a huge shout out to Sea Eagle for providing us these boats. We've used these before and we love these boats. This is the Fast Track 385. We also have SUPs from Sea Eagle, but we find the boats are even more versatile, especially for trips over 2 hours and for overnight camping. These are 2-man kayaks. We've got them set up as 1-man because we have to carry so much gear per the permit regulations.
On their own, they only weigh about 34 pounds, so it's great because I can lift these in and out of the van myself.
Yay!
Woo! Here's Ruby Ranch. That's where we put in.
It's a little bit windy, but we are cruising. The river's moving fast. We should have no problem reaching the end by Saturday afternoon. What a beautiful country we live in. That's a good question. Do you know what a labyrinth is? Yeah.
That is a beautiful sight. It's a pack of happy paddlers.
Well, I'm enjoying myself, but I sure wish my wife was here. I know she wanted to be here.
We'll just have to do it again with Mom. Aw, darn. It's windy!
I'm gonna throw a rope and hook it onto your boat. You guys are moving faster than I am. This is madness. Yeah, this is it. That is the coolest sight, seeing so many boats paddling up here. Land ho! It's still wobbly, so careful getting out.
Woo! We are at Trin Alcove and it feels like a jungle safari in here. This is so cool and so fun. So I think we're gonna hike around, do a little bit of exploring, stretch the legs. Should be good. We almost turned around, but Andrew led us on and we found this really cool alcove. Let's get paddling again. Check out that bird's nest EJ found.
Are you guys ready? Andrew, are you nervous like before when we started? Good. We're looking for our campsite. There's a lot of open, cool spots up there, but nowhere to get to it. It's all just really thick tamarisk right here. I think we found a spot we might call camp for the night. Not quite big enough for all, how many of us are there? 11 of us? It always looks like it's moving so fast when you get back into it. It just got quick.
Are we good? Yeah, this is gonna be great. There's tons of spaces.
We found a spot to camp for the night. As you can see, we're all just hanging on. And one by one, we'll come up to the little path, unload the boats, climb on out.
Good work.
I can put it with the rest of the cargo.
Amazing spot here. This is so cool. The river right there, beautiful. What a camp spot. This is our garage where the boats are staying. We're gonna pitch our tent here for the night.
This is our awesome backcountry kitchen. We don't have granite countertops, but we do have sandstone countertops, which are like also super fancy.
So I have a theory about kids.
and that is they get bored before they get tired. They'll tell you they're tired, but they're really bored. So when you want to do hard things with kids, you need to make sure that it's not entirely boring for them. We've tried to make sure that we can help our kids be entertained a little bit while they're doing it. So part of it is we'll listen to music, or we like sing trail songs. We do different types of things. But when we do that, like we've been amazed at what our kids can do, because they're into it and they'll astound us. But kids will say they're tired. They're more often bored, and that's what you need to fix.
Magic mind power.
Yeah, it's just mind over matter. Good work, Firemaster.
Favorite part of the day was rallying my 2 youngest kids when we had to paddle upstream, and they totally dug in, and we did it. We paddled back up to where we needed to take out, and that was really fun to see them step up and wrangle some courage, some strength at the end of the day.
My favorite part of the day was going rock scrambling in that awesome canyon.
My favorite part of the day was when we finally got our canoe balanced right, and we stopped spinning around and going down the river backwards. That was good. Good times.
My favorite part of the day was meeting the farmers at Ruby Ranch. They came down when we were getting ready to dock. I'm also a farmer, and it was just really cool to connect and talk to people that are sourcing local food. So when you go to Ruby Ranch, you're supporting local food.
The whole group didn't get to experience this, but my best part of the day was driving and surviving Mineral Bottom Road. Kind of feel like I gotta eat my dessert first on this trip and take in those views. It's one of those places that pictures don't really do it justice.
My favorite part of the day was getting off the boat and stretching my legs.
My favorite part of the trip was sitting in the van with no seatbelt on.
With Mom's permission.
My favorite part of the day was being on the water with everybody, and my favorite moment was when we slipped in here and I shot through the swift water and pulled in behind in the eddy like a stuntman parallel parking a car. It was fun.
That was pretty cool.
My favorite part of the day is when I took my pants off and put something else on because my pants were wet, and that was not fun. So I'm wearing my swimsuit, and it's a little bit chilly, but I'm glad to be at camp. I am not a fan of pants.
Best part of the day for me was when we arrived at camp and watching Sam and his crew paddle upstream to get to our takeout point and putting on some sweatpants because I was starting to get chilly.
The best part of the day was just seeing the dynamics of the group come together as we spent the first few hours on the water, and it was a little bit of work finding a camp spot, but it was cool to see not only how everyone kind of got good at, finding an eddy to wait back in while a few people scouted ahead, and just seeing how helpful everyone was, getting everyone off the water. It was a team effort, and it's just really cool to see those group dynamics come together. Good morning. What a perfect night. It wasn't too hot, not too cold. People are starting to stir. I think we're gonna have a fun day on the water today. They've got this logbook here at this campsite, and they encourage you to write your story here instead of scrawling it on the rock wall. The earliest entry was in 2015. And it's just really cool seeing there's some people from Holland who have done this. There were some people who brought their dogs, and I'm so jealous. Fender, sometimes he does great on the water, and sometimes he's a nervous wreck. So we couldn't bring him, but it gives me hope someday he will consistently be able to just chill out and do it. Someone talked about how they were here in September and the water was actually pretty high, which I found surprising because I just assumed it would be really low that late in the season. It's really cool to be able to share a little bit about your journey and also read about other people's.
I'll just blow it up like that, and then I'll let some air out.
You ready, Kara?
See you later, Tess.
Man, this is peaceful. Check this out. Blue heron. Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, watch this.
This is the hot tub. It's about as warm as it gets if anyone wants to go for a dip.
We are at the pullout for 10 Mile Canyon. We're gonna paddle up there in a bit once the rest of our group catches up. This is the behind the scenes of what it really takes to get a single 5-second drone shot. Is about 10 minutes of prep.
Seriously.
He's a pro.
This is an awesome canyon. I like it. I'll pick you guys up on the way back. Yeah. Lots better than a canoe.
Yeah.
So much faster.
How do you like it?
Amazing.
You're gonna have to get your own, huh?
We're at the giant baby man carving. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. All sorts of old inscriptions on here and new. 1965, 83, 82, 62. This is the weird baby man. We have no idea what it is, but that's what we call it. Here's the tower. That is cool.
I can't wait till we get to the next hike.
We're lunching it.
What do you have there? All right, now it's time for what would you have done differently if you could do it all over again? EJ?
Given the weather circumstances, a little less water, a little more food.
I think there's a few items I actually would have left behind. Like I brought an extra pair of pants because when we were at the trailhead it was cold and I didn't want to take them off. And now they're just cumbersome.
I would have brought a pair of closed-toed shoes because at night I just have to wear sandals with socks. And it works, but I think I would have brought a pair of shoes.
I would have brought a short sleeve shirt because it can get really hot.
I would have done this 10 degrees warmer. It's not bad, but like it would just be a little more comfortable 10 degrees warmer.
I would want like no headwinds and lots of tailwinds so I could do like the paddle up thing for the sail. It would have been fun.
Yes.
Shoes. We kind of brought the wrong shoes.
I just want to do anything different. I like it how it is.
One more pair of pants. Maybe that sheds water. And sunscreen we were supposed to bring.
I would have brought a towel or a blanket or something to put on my legs while I'm paddling. It's a little chilly. Ooh, nice entry there. So the Fast Track 385 is my favorite boat for this trip. It's got the smaller pontoon, so it's less affected by wind. It's also easier to paddle because the pontoons don't come up as much. It has the inflatable keel at the front to keep it locked on center. And it's got the perfect amount of room for my dry bags, my backpacks, my toilet, my fire pan, all that stuff for one person.
You ready, Steve?
For what?
Our paddling phone.
Oh, I'm ready. Got a tugboat over there. Good paddling, guys.
So see you later.
See ya. When you're an ultralight minimalist, you have to have multi-purpose items, and a hoodie can double as super fashionable pants when it's cold. You do look like a monkey. You got it! You got it! Good job, you guys. That's where our hike is going. We're below the boat knot. Not a fantastic campsite, but we're tired and it's a good time to pull out now and set up camp. Plus we get a cool hike in tonight, right out from our campsite. Look at that, true love right there.
If you put this, don't follow me.
This is camp for the night. It's like a spot there, maybe a spot here. Got some boats over there, some boats over here, and the canoes are tied up, floating in the water. We hope our knots are still holding tomorrow.
You see him?
Wow, yeah, he is so tiny. The scorpion right there. He's scared.
I think he's terrified. Here, we'll give him his rock back. How about that?
Not a bad spot. The cactus are in bloom and they are amazing. We're gearing up for a hike to the saddle of Bow Knot Bend. It's a little bit chilly, but that's how you like your hikes. That means we won't be sweating all the way up.
That is like stairs. This is like going upstairs all the way to the top.
Pretty spectacular. There's camp. Made it back to camp. That was a great hike.
Okay, so the best part of my day was when I was in a boat with Andrew and Kara, and we were on the wrong side of the river, and we had a headwind. And so we had to book it across the river, and it was super hard, and my kids totally, booked it, and they did awesome. And then everyone on the other side of the river was cheering for us, and I was so happy because it just made me feel, totally supported. It was awesome.
Best part of the day for me was 10 Mile Canyon. That was really fun paddling through the narrow stream with rocks and weeds all over. It felt like I was in Egypt or something. Really fun.
So best part of the day was, I did get to fly the drone, but that was not the best part of my day today. It was Rachel just having a great day and really getting in the zone. That was really fun. She had kind of a hard day yesterday, so to have her just a really great day kind of all day was pretty awesome.
We did so many things, but I have to say with everything that we did, the best part is in a few minutes going to bed.
Best part of the day was when everything came together at the end. There's always a little bit of uncertainty as far as finding the perfect campsite and getting all the fun hikes in, but everything came together at the right moment. Had a great dinner, had a great hike.
The best part of the day was just getting on the water in the morning, being able to take the day easy and just enjoy it, and then jump on the water, and it's nice and relaxing and a good exercise too.
So my favorite part of the day was when we were at 10 Mile, there was this kind of mud pit area, and so we were all playing there, and then I jumped out and went in the canoe and let the kids take turns in my kayak, and they had a blast doing that, so I felt like a hero.
Best part of the day was getting to go up to bow tie the saddle, and the view was just amazing. It's quite a trek just getting everybody out of the water at this spot and getting up there, but it was so beautiful and so breathtaking. It was great. And it was cool having all these wonderful people to share it with. Good morning, it's day 3. Today will be our longest day in terms of miles. I think we have close to 18 miles left to go. We've been doing closer to 13, 14. But you know, we've gotten off the water when we needed to do. Today will be a long haul, but we've got it. We've got tough people, tough kids with us. It'll be all right.
There's going to be a lot of headwind, which means a ton of paddling, not just sitting there floating. In fact, the wind can be so strong it can blow you upstream, which is crazy because the water's flowing pretty fast right now.
Mom, Andrew and I kept getting blown into the false show bushes. I don't know.
You think you're going to get blown around today?
Yeah.
Me too.
All right, we're all boarding our boats and getting ready to get on the river. Ready?
Thank you. It's a cold, windy day on the water. These kids are troopers though.
Man, a little sunshine would work wonders for morale this morning. It is chilly. And since I don't have to wear my pajamas tonight, because this is the last day, I'm wearing my my pajamas to stay warm because it is cold.
Oh, this is perfect right here. These bushes are blocking the wind for us. Give me paddle 5. Got it. Fighting it. Even though the current's strong, the wind is stronger sometimes. Sitting here waiting for our group to catch up. It doesn't feel like that's upstream anymore, does it, with all the wind?
No, it's...
I was like, I'll just paddle back and go help them, and I'm like, wait, that's upstream. I can't do that.
A little breezy, a little, I know. So my theory is the wind is coming over the saddle because it's coming roughly from the north.
Yeah.
It's coming over that saddle and busting down here.
Yeah.
So I was gonna stay on this wall, and as soon as we get under it, it should be a lot less bad, and then we might even get a tailwind down the other way.
Try and stay about 30 feet out. The current's pretty good out there. No amount of storytelling or video or pictures can capture this moment. Oh boy. I'm at full speed. That was the hardest section yet. I was paddling my all just to not move backwards. Those canoes cut through the water a lot better. That was a lot of work.
Boy, a little sunshine goes a long way.
We got some pretty good whitewater splash out of that windy section.
Yeah. Okay guys, I've got some news. We're more than halfway done.
This here is Horseshoe Canyon. The water used to come up here and bend around, but it recently eroded a shortcut through, so you don't have to go this way. But it's sure a beautiful camp spot and a cool place to hike around and explore.
So that means we're about a mile 59. So that's
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got approximately 7 miles left.
Not bad.
I think we're gonna break for lunch here.
That was a great lunch. We got 7 miles till the takeout, but before we take out, we're gonna stop at the Julian inscription and check that out. You can switch Andrew, and all the kids can be in one, and all the adults can be in another one.
It's a great idea.
Terrible.
We'll just tie a rope on. Just
Actually,
don't tip it.
Rachel's got pretty good canoe sense.
The weather has finally cooperated, and it is beautiful weather, and that makes me happy. I'm glad we went through the rough stuff we did. It was a little bit adventurous. It was hard. It reminded us that it's not always perfect and floaty the whole time, and yeah, it kept us on our toes, gave us a workout, and it made us appreciate moments like this even more.
What have you learned about riding a canoe?
If you want to not wiggle, just relax your body or hold up a paddle or something. Just do that.
Does it help you not rock the boat?
Yeah!
And then she learns how to move with the water in the boat. So she's...
Nice.
Good job, Kara.
Rachel's still working on the relaxing while you're doing that, I think. No, she's got it. We're at the Julian inscription. In 1836, somebody with the last name of Julian carved their mark up here. We're gonna go check it out. Looks like he had a mast on his boat.
He made this while he was navigating this river in 1836. That's 180 years ago, 181 years ago.
That's ancient history for the U.S.
I am not that Sam. I am not that stupid.
Sam is our shark for the day. We're doing an experiment.
This, you can optionally put this on the bottom of the canoe, and it helps with tracking. It goes backwards this way. It's got a retaining clip to hold it in place, but we've had it, and we've had some trouble. The canoe is not behaving particularly under a headwind in ways that we'd like. So we're gonna pull it out and see how it affects the maneuverability of the canoe. We'll see what happens.
Can you tell a difference yet?
Yeah.
Really? Behaves like a canoe now?
We're gonna try to spin.
Yeah, you are. Whereas before it was trying to do a wheelie and pivot everything on the back. It looks like it slides sideways better.
Our takeout point is straight ahead.
I don't want it to be over. The weather just got really nice all of a sudden. But every trip must come to an end, which just means it's time to start planning the next one.
We're done?
I know, sad. Do you want it to be over?
Take care, Bear.
Kind
Grab
of.
your animal.
I'm excited for a shower.
What a good trip. We're trying to jam 8 boats and 11 people's gear in one pickup and a small trunk over here and 11 people. We're gonna make it happen. If not, it adds 5 hours to our day. We are out of here. We are going back to the van and then out to eat. Back to Ruby Ranch in the van. Gear swap time.
So as we're shuffling the gear, EJ, he's headed back to Moab. The rest of us are pressing on through Price. So we're gonna do his best part of the trip before he says goodbye.
So maybe I can have 2 best parts of the trip. Today was my highlight, and was highlight of the trip was going to the bottom of Hell Roaring Canyon. I had been there 6 months ago, trying to figure out a way to the bottom because it had this cool fell field and rock fall zone. Couldn't find my way to the bottom, but then I found myself at the bottom of it today. So who would have known 6 months ago I would have been at the bottom of it by the Green River. Also, best part of the trip, making new friends, and already looking forward to new adventures with these guys. So hopefully they'll make it through the Southwest again soon. I know you guys are headed other places soon now, but great trip. Thank you.
Whoa, it's a bumpy road in case you can't tell. We're on our way to go get everybody else's best part of the day.
Best part of the trip were all the people we were with, especially the kids. As you know, Teresa and I can't have kids, but if we did, we would love for them to be like this kids. It's fun to be with these guys and see parents parenting the way we think all kids should be parented. They were awesome kids. They worked their tails off and they did not complain. And this was hard for them. It was hard for us and it was hard for them.
My best part of the trip, actually more specifically today, was coming around that Bow Knot Bend and entering the sunshine. Oh my gosh, it was like choirs of angels started singing. Actually, we did start singing and it was awesome. But I'd say probably the best part of the trip is being with my family. I love my kids. They do such an amazing job, and I love how outdoor recreation like bonds us together, and we get to spend good quality time with our kids. It makes me happy.
Similar, my favorite part was also today when the choirs of angels, or the canoes of angels started singing. But there's this triumph of the super crazy windy part, and all we had to do was get just past it, and then it got way better. And just that like huge hurdle and the triumph, and then we had like a tailwind and sunny skies right after that was like very symbolic, I thought, of this entire trip. You got to work really hard, you got to go through the pain, and then you get a really wonderful payoff. So that was awesome.
Best parts of the trip for me would be going on this adventure and the company I did it with. My daughters and their 2 husbands and other people who I've not met before and enjoyed their company.
Yeah, one of my favorite things, or the best part of the trip, was to get to know new people. I enjoyed that, but as many have also said, that last part of the trip today, when the sun shone, or shone, is that how you pronounce it?
Shine.
Anyhow, that was really wonderful, kind of a cap to the day. So it was a great trip overall, though.
Best part of the trip for me, I'm not just saying this because I'm the one that was lucky enough to find the campsite, because we were all looking for campsites that first night, but that was just a really nice campsite. It felt like we were all kind of together, but still had some separation, and the trees were great. Only a good find. Yeah, it was a good find, and we kind of had like a rally moment getting to the camp, so it was really cool.
My favorite part of the trip was getting out of the long stretch of shade and into the sunshine. It felt really good after the long stretch of cold.
My favorite part of the day was, funnily enough, it was the really windy section when we were right alongside the saddle of Moab Bend. I know that sounds weird, but that was my favorite part.
Good.
My favorite part was when we had a really strong tailwind and I could just stick my paddle up like a sail and it like kind of blew us forward a bit. And it's really fun doing that.
And being the gargoyle.
Yeah. Being in the front too.
Best part of the trip for me was probably the view that we had last night at the top of Moab Bend. And then, like, everyone, I know everyone has mentioned this, but I mean, today was just, it was the stuff of legends. It was really memorable. The wind was coming down so fast and so hard, and it was blowing against the current, so there was like all this mist, and all of a sudden I like hear this singing behind me. Like, it made me think of like Washington crossing the Delaware painting. These two canoes come out of the mist, and they're singing to rally their spirits. It was amazing, and I mean, everyone on this trip was fantastic. Great group of people. Everybody's looking out for everyone, and I love that about the outdoors. I think it brings out the best in a lot of people. Probably brings out the worst in some people, but we always get lucky on these trips. We have great people. And wish EJ could do dinner with us, but we're so glad he joined us too.
That's cool. EJ's our friend. He's been watching on YouTube, and his friends aren't as adventurous as he would like, so he joined us. And that's why we have our YouTube channel, is to meet more people like that. So if you're an adventurer and you would enjoy trips like this, head on over to our website to see what upcoming trips we have. We'd love to make some memories with you.
Meeting new friends is the best part of doing the more we explore.
If you have any questions about the boats that we used on this trip, we made a special video just for that.